Hope everyone had a great trading day today. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Let's go over the markets. We did have additional selling today. Hey, no surprise, right, guys? No surprise. So the Dow was down. Let's go through it. Dow was down 527 points down. S&P was slightly up. NASDAQ was down, and the Russell was up. All right. All right. So on the S&P, guys, remember we found support right here. On the S&P, found support. We are coming back down. Now, I've talked about this before, right? So you guys know we're in the markdown phase. Markdown phase here. All right. And every time we get, when we're, just like when we're in the markup phase, all right, where we come to the moving average here, all right, so we come to the moving average and we keep going higher, right? Right here. Let's do this here. All right, so we'll come to the moving average. Price will retrace to the moving average right here. Keep going higher. Retrace to the moving average. Keep going higher. Here and here is the reverse when we go down in the markdown phase. All right, so here is the markdown phase. Here is our downward trend line. So the reason I'm doing this so that you guys do not buy these dips, okay? So here, price came down, went to the moving average. Price came down, went to the moving average, and here it is coming back down again. So we're going to assume, based on the price action, that we'll continue to go lower. All right, so that's on the S&P. On the Dow, same thing, guys. All right. So price is continuing to go down. So don't be fooled, right, by these moves higher to that moving average. You see there, right? Made a low here, went to that moving average. Now it's coming back down. So be careful trading equities. The only sector that we're trading is basic material, gold stocks. Okay. All right. IWM, same thing here. And then the NASDAQ, same thing. Okay. Good news on the VIX. All right. The VIX came down a bit, broke below 30. So 29 and change. That is really good for the VIX. So we need the VIX to come on down, right? So we need that VIX to get ideally below 20 and in the low teens. All right. The VIX made a high at 60, 29. That's good. All right. So the selling has slowed down, but we still have selling. Okay. That's a big down day for the Dow. All right. 227. That's a big down day. All the indexes are down right here. All the sectors are down. All right, all the sectors are down right here. In the futures market, we've been watching the dollar index, guys. We do have a sell short signal, all right, below $100 on the dollar index. That's not good, okay? We're currently up, but we do have a sell short signal. We do have some minor support areas here. Let's bring that in. That's not a big support area, though. So small support area right here. And that is at $97. If we can get past this area here, next support area, all right, for the dollar is right at $90, right around here. And we definitely don't need that, okay? We need the dollar to hold similar to crude oil, okay? So $90 is right here on the dollar index. Currently, the E-mini, Dow, NASDAQ, S&P, and E-mini, right? They're all up currently. We'll take a look at the Mag 7s, and we've added a Mag 7 ETF or indicator, all right, to track the Mag 7s. We'll go over that. We talked about the VIX, big pullback. This is really encouraging, guys. All right, so this pullback here on the monthly time frame here on the VIX is really, really encouraging. That's a big pullback, guys. That's a big pullback. So we'll see if that volatility can keep coming down. 20 is about right here on the VIX. Okay, but that is very encouraging. Big pullback. So fear is kind of going away. Not as much fear right now in the markets. However, we are still moving lower. Okay, so on the Dow, guys, all right, we look at big macro here. So on the Dow, sell signal was right here. So way back in December, we had a sell signal to be out of the Dow. We were out. Right here we are right here. We are coming lower. We're going to test this support here. Okay, so look for support here at about 37,000 and change on the Dow on the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame, we do have sell signals on the weekly, so that is important. Sell signal here on the weekly, just like our previous sell signal here. Monthly time frame on the Dow, big white candle here, right, holding that trend line right here for now. On the S&P, all right, daily time frame on the S&P, look at this. Lower highs, guys, lower lows, very different from here where we've got higher highs, higher lows, okay? So a lot of selling. This is a lot of selling, and we keep making lower highs. Support is right here. All right, so no white candles, no green candles. So be careful going long. S&P on the weekly time frame, same thing here. Monthly time frame, we are holding that trend line here on the monthly time frame. NASDAQ, guys, look at NASDAQ here, right? All right, market is in trouble, definitely in trouble here. Sell signal came in was that January the 3rd? We got a sell signal. Haven't had another buy signal since then, guys. Okay, so all red candles. Okay, our market is in trouble. We do have support right here. All right, so be aware of that. NASDAQ on the weekly time frame here. So on the weekly time frame, sell signal right here, all red candles. We have support right here on the NASDAQ. And NASDAQ monthly time frame, we have a white candle right here, okay? The Russell, guys, real in trouble here. On the Russell, all red candles, right? We made support here, and we are coming back down. I know it's hard to see, but we're making lower highs, lower lows here. So again, this is small cap, so just be careful if you're trading stocks. Our stock boss traders, bullmaster traders, you guys know what to do there, okay? Russell on the weekly time frame, same thing here, guys. All red candles. Here was our sell signal, and we have support right here on the Russell. So that's your small cap stocks. Russell on the monthly time frame, big red candle here, and we are breaking that trend line here, and we do have support right here. All right, so be careful with stocks. Okay, Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin, guys, we are stuck right here at 85,000. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin will move with the equity markets. Okay, so we'll assume that we'll get some red candles and keep moving lower, just like we did here, just like we did here. All right, so purpose support and resistance, unless we break through that downward trend line here, break up above that moving average right here, that green moving average, it is pretty close to, so it's right at that resistance here. If we break to the upside, we'll get a green candle. Otherwise, we'll assume that we'll keep moving lower. Our sell signal came in right here on Bitcoin on the daily time frame, December the 31st. So December 31st, we got a sell signal at 90,000, right? 90,000. We're trading at 85. Our goal is still support right here at 70,000. Okay, we have white candles right here. If we get a green candle, that's encouraging. If we get a red candle, we are heading back down. All right, but again, Bitcoin will follow the equity market. So pay attention to what's going on with equities. So Bitcoin will follow that. Gold, guys, the best trade right now. I know gold pulled back today, but gold is still holding. All right. So gold on the weekly time frame, guys, right here. 3,328 on gold. All right. So that's big move, guys. Big move this week in gold. It keeps moving higher. Last week and this week, two big candles here, keeps moving higher. That's the best trade right now. All right. Again, I know it pulled back today, but nothing has changed in your price action on gold. Silver, not the same, right? Silver is just consolidating between a good support here and resistance. We really need silver to break out. So silver is consolidating quite a bit. So we had a lot of consolidation in here. All right, lots of consolidation in here. Lots of consolidation in here. Very different than gold, right? So not as smooth. All right, gold consolidated in here for a long time here. Finally broke out. All right, so let's bring that in so that you guys can see this. Yeah, hold on. All right. All right. So right here, right, here's your support and resistance, and then finally broke out. Okay. Here is silver right here, and we just need to break out. All right. So silver is struggling a bit to break out. Crude oil, right? We're trading within a nice range here. This is good for crude oil, trading at 64. Ideally, we want crude oils to stay within 60 and 80. Right in here, right? You're not going to make any money trading this crude oil. You're just not going to make any money, right? However, it's good for the economy. We break below 60, get into the 30s, 40s, 50 a barrel. That's very recessionary, all right? So the fact that crude oil bounced back up, made a low at around 53, bounce back up, holding here. That's good for the economy, okay? All righty. All right, bonds. Let's see what's going on with bonds. Bonds is still holding lower, all right? So bonds is at right here at 87. All right, we need bonds to keep moving higher, but right now it's really flirting with that support area down here. So no trade there. The dollar keeps moving lower, broke a big support here. All right, broke a big support area here and is moving lower. Not very good price action though with the dollar pairs. We'll go through those this evening. On the weekly time frame, the dollar again is breaking a big support right here, $100 on the dollar, and here we are moving lower at 99 here. All right. On the monthly time frame, same thing here. Big red candle breaking that support area there. And pound yen. Pound yen not held support here. Not a lot of good price action. Kind of consolidated in here. All red candles there. But we'll keep an eye on pound yen. Okay. Let's go back to the MAG 7s. All right, so guys, we've added the MAGS. All right, so this is like an index. We can use it as an index to track all the Magnificent 7 stocks. Okay, so the MAGS, MAGS. All right, MAGS right here. Here it is right here. Now, this price action will look very similar to your price action with the MAG 7s, okay? And the indexes too, okay? So last buy signal for the MAGs was back in January the 14th is where we got our sell signal. Last buy signal came in, was that 9/11, so right or late September going into October. This was our Christmas rally, perfect Christmas rally, all right? Sell signal came in January the 14th, and here we are right here. All right, so perfect. This is absolutely perfect. All right, so Christmas rally, October, November, December, sell in January here. Here is your sell in here on the MAG 7s. So let's take a look at the individual stocks in the MAG 7s. Okay, so Apple, guys, sell signal here, almost identical. All right, all red candles here. We look to come back down, test that support again. Lower highs, lower lows, okay? All right, so Apple made a high all the way up here at 259. It's trading at 196. We're going to assume that price will continue to follow its trend, downward trend, to test support here. Meta, Facebook, sell signal here. Here was our high, all right, at 738. Our sell signal was at 648. Our buy signal was at 605. And here we are at 501. And we are testing support. Big support right here. All right, we're testing support right here. Okay, Tesla. All right, so Tesla. So this was Meta. Meta here, Tesla. All right, holding support right here. All red candles here. Big support here. Guys, if we break these support levels here on the Max 7s, right? If we break this support and we make another leg down, that's critical. Okay? So they're all holding their support areas, but if we break through, right, that's will be major. Okay? All right. Tesla right here. Amazon. Okay, so Amazon, guys, sell signal. Last buy signal was here, 190. Sell signal at 217. We had another buy signal on a break of resistance at 233. Sell signal came in at 224. We should be out. Here we are now at 172. All right, so this is why we follow our system, follow our process. All red candles here. We do have support. Let's bring in support. Near-term support is right here on Amazon. Right about here on Amazon. All right, so support here, here, and here. And we're coming back down to test that support, okay? So remember, when we have that buying that come in back to that moving average, right? Those are institutions. They're going to push that price higher so that they can get out safely. All right. We get in, and guess what? That price goes lower. All right. So all red candles, those are sellers. All green candles, those are buyers. All right. This is where we want to be buying. This is where we want to be out. All right. If you short, be careful shorting, but we just want to be out. Okay. All right. Microsoft. Same thing here. All red candles. We're in the markdown phase. Notice sellers are coming back in, push that price lower, and we have support right here. And we keep coming lower here. All right. So all these Max 7 stocks are in trouble, guys. They're in trouble. Okay. All right. In Google, let's take a look at Google right here. Same thing. Support is here. We're coming back down. And NVIDIA. Last one, NVIDIA here. All right. So it looks like it's going back up. Sellers come back in, going back up. Sellers are coming back in right along that moving average, right along that downward trend line. So be careful. Do not get fooled by this. Okay. They'll drag you in. All right. So you'll see big up days, right? You guys remember that we had that big up day. Right, it was what, 3,000 points up. That was it right here. 3,000 points up for the day. Look what happened. Look what's happening now. Okay, so don't be fooled by that price action. All right, here, big update. Look here, right here. 3,000 points up on Tesla, right? Came down. All right. 3,000 points up on the market, drove Tesla up, but it's coming back down. Good support here. So just be careful, guys. All right. This is not the time to be long stocks unless it's a specific sector like we're doing with gold. Okay. We have a great short going here. Before I forget, I usually forget the US 30. How can we forget the US 30? All right. So Monster US 30, guys, we call this short trade here. All right, so we have a great short going here on the 60-minute time frame here. All right, sold short here, nicely moving lower here. Bit rocky in here, but moving lower. And we'll take a look at some opportunities when we trade live in the morning. Okay, so we hopefully, right, they hold overnight, and we can get in on a smaller time frame when we go live in the morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time. On the daily time frame, guys, look here, so short here, and here we are coming back down on the daily time frame to test support here. All right, so good trade going here on the US 30 short. We also call the NAS 100 short. All right, so NAS 100 still look good, but be aware it's pulling up a bit. All red candles here. We have support. Let's bring this down here. We have further support right here, right about here. We need to break through that as a support, but we are moving lower. So short signal here, right at that entry there to go short, and we are moving lower here. Okay. All right. We have data. We do have Thursday. We have no data tomorrow on Friday, so we should be all clear. No data on Friday for a change. Okay, for a change. So all red candles here. We'd like to see that price action keep coming lower here. Break through that support line and keep moving lower. On the daily time frame, we have a lot of support here. Okay, we did make a low, so we can want to break through that support here again and go lower there. Okay, all righty. All right, we're doing good on time. We're going fast. All right, our stock boss traders. Okay, we're gonna run heat seeker here. Let's see how many stocks we have here. So 27. All right, a little more than usual for this type of market. So 27. We've got a few here. Oh, I almost forgot. Hold on. That's why we're ahead of schedule there. We got to go through our current positions. All right, I'm glad I remembered. Okay, so current positions. All right, guys, remind me if I don't. I usually remember, but remind me if I don't go through these. These are current positions. These are important. Okay, so current positions. Let's go through our current positions in Monster Scalper. Okay. All right, current positions in Monster Scalper on the 60-minute time frame. Okay, on the 60-minute time frame, EUR. So the euro pairs have been moving long. All right, so EUR CAD, Euro CAD, buy signal here, sell signal here. Close the trade, please. Euro CAD. Euro HKD. All right, buy signal here, sell signal. Keep an eye on these guys. They have been trading really well. Previous trade here did really well. Buy signal here, sell signal. So if you get a sell signal, all right, continue to stay with them, okay? Because we are still long on the euro pairs, okay? But the 60 minutes has been choppy. All right, so buy signal here, sell signal, wait for another buy signal if it breaks resistance here, okay? So EUR HKD, we'll get rid of that one for now. We have a sell signal there. EUR USD, same thing, sell signal here. So close them and just wait, okay? The next trade might be your big trade. So euro dollar, close that trade for now. They should hold fine on the 240. These are on the 60-minute. All right, EURN, okay. Buy signal here, sell signal on a break of support. Close that trade, please. EURSEK, oh, that one really broke down. So buy signal here on the 60. Red candle, sell signal. I am getting tired of the 60-minute time frame, guys. All right, EURPLN, buy signal here, sell signal. All right, lots of consolidation in here. All right, lots of consolidation, trading below, between support and resistance there. All right, EURPLN, let's close that. So still choppy on the 60-minute. EURTRY, Buy signal here, sell signal there. All right, so holding firm. Oh, thanks for letting me know, Mike. All right. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so EURTRY, thanks, Mike. So buy signal here, sell signal here. So we should be out of that, okay? So be careful, guys. Continue to be careful. Pound, Aussie, buy signal here, sell signal. We should be out. So you guys know it's been very choppy in the 60 minutes. And I don't know why that is. On every instrument, right? Very, very choppy. I know we've got a lot of volatility in the market, but boy, that 60-minute time frame, very, very choppy. All right, the 240. The losses are small, but still. I mean, we've had a few runs, but very limited on that 60-minute time frame. Let's take a look at the 240 with the euro pair. So we have euro pairs and pound pairs on the 240. So EURSGD, buy signal here, holding firm right now. Right, it is consolidating, but holding firm. Hasn't given up its buy signal yet. Okay, so we're looking to break through that resistance right here. EURSGD right here. Buy signal here. We're looking to break through that resistance there. Okay, EuroCAD, buy signal here. Holding here for now. Very choppy here. All right, resistance is here. We need price to keep moving higher here. Very choppy. Euro dollar. All right, euro dollar. Good trade going here. Buy signal all the way here. I know it's hard to see. Buy signal here. We're moving up nicely here. And right here. And we hold in here. We need to break through that resistance and keep going higher. Buy signal all the way here. Good trade going here. Euro dollar. EURHKD. All right. Another good one here. Buy signal here. Red candles. Got back in right here. Holding nicely. Purple support and resistance. So keep an eye on that, guys. All right. We're getting overbought, but that doesn't mean we can't get past that area here. And we do have resistance here. All right, so we need to keep moving higher and break through here. All right, so not bad. EURHKD. All right, EURPLN. Buy signal here, sell signal. Let's close this. EURPLN. EURHUF. All right, buy signal here, red candle. Buy signal here, red candle here. We've got to close the trade, okay? EURSEK, buy signal here, red candle, your first red candle here, guys. We got to get out. Don't wait for your white arrow here or second red candle. First red candle, all right? You need to get out. So buy signal here, sell signal, close the trade. Otherwise, sellers can come in heavy, all right? Very volatile market, so be careful, all right? EURTRY. A good trade going here. Buy signal is here, and we're all the way up here. All right. All right. All green candles here, right? We need to move higher. Resistance is right here. Again, buy signal here. All green candles. We need to break through that resistance and move higher. This is where we came to the moving average here. And here we are, right? Purple support and resistance, keep an eye on that. Pound pairs. Pound CAD, buy signal here, holding. Good markdown phase. And markup phase. Now, I can't stress this enough, guys. This is not an ideal market, okay? So just be careful. Trade lightly. All right. The reason we've seen a lot of choppiness is because there's a lot of indecision, all right? Traders don't know what to do quite yet, okay? So pound SGD, buy signal here, holding. let's make sense of this here. Very choppy price action. I mean, look at this. What a mess. All right, so mark down here, buy signal here, hold in here. We have resistance here. All right, so pull back here, and we need to break through, and then a high up here. Okay. GBP SGD, pound HKD. All right, pound HKD, same thing here. All right, here's your V. I wouldn't call this a markdown phase. Let's just call it a pullback, a deep pullback though. All right, here is your V. Buy signal here, we're moving higher here, okay? And so that's a reaccumulation, okay? Not really a markdown. So here we are, and we have recaptured. See here, we've recaptured the trend line with a buy signal, and now we're moving higher here. Okay, all right. Pound HKD, and then pound dollar. Pound dollar, same thing here. All right. It's easier to see when we open up this price action here. So here's your trend line, and here is your V. We've recaptured that trend line with a buy signal, and now we're moving higher. Okay, so reaccumulation. All right, so buy signal here, we're moving higher. Pound dollar. Okay, so the pound pairs are moving finally again, along with the euro pairs. Okay. All right, so nothing to change with the pound pairs. We do have a few shorts. Let's take a look. And then we have equities. The gold stocks. See how they perform today. Shorts, we have one short on the 60-minute time frame here. We have the dollar yen. So dollar yen short on the 60-minute time frame. All right, so dollar yen short, sell short signal was here. Choppy trade, but it worked out. Sold short here, buy to cover here. All right, so close the trade, please. Very choppy, guys. Look at that. On the 60-minute time frame, very choppy. All right, it is what it is. You don't have to trade this market, guys. You can wait, but we can wait for a long time. So if you're going to trade lightly. Find your spots. All right, shorts on the 240. And we have the dollar shorts. Now you would think, based on how the dollar index is moving, right, your price action would be much smoother, but it's not. All right, first one, USD CHF. All right, not bad here. This one is not bad. All right. All right, so sold short here, guys. All right, entered right here, right along in here. Good short going here. Great short going here. All red candles. We are finding support right here. All right, so ideally we break through that support, but we do have yellow support and resistance here. Keep an eye on it. All red candles here. If we get a white candle in here, you might want to still hold it, but if we get a green candle somewhere in here, close the trade, please. But good short here. All right, USD CHF on the 240. I'm surprised by that trade there. All right, USD DKK. So short here on a break of support. Very choppy in there, but it came on down. All right. So short right here. All right. Very choppy, but came on all the way down and holding it. Purple support and resistance. So that looks good to move lower. USD CZK. All right. So short here, holding here. Yellow support and resistance. So we've got higher highs, higher lows within the markdown phase. Keep an eye on that. We could get a reversal in the price. Let's see if we have support. So we don't have any further support there. Okay. Keep an eye on that. USD CZK there. Okay. And the last short, dollar short on the 240. USD SGD. Good short going here. All right. So broke support right here. Our sell short signal came in right here. Good short here. Purple support and resistance. Exactly what we want. And the price is making lower lows right here. Good short here. USD SGD. Okay. All right. We have some stocks that are long in Stock Boss. Let's take a look. And those are basic materials. You guys can see they're basic materials. That's the only sector. All right. So we are trading that gold move. That gold move here. All right. We are trading those stocks out of Stock Boss and Bullmaster. All right. But we're trading the basic material stocks or gold stocks. Let's take a look. All right. Stock Boss, those are on the 60-minute time frame. Okay. So let's take a look how they're doing. Remember, we've moved that time frame down in Stock Boss to the 60-minute time frame. All right. First one here. Let's see how it's doing. All right. CRML. All right, buy signal was right here, guys, on the break of this resistance at 182, so $1.82. Remember, these are Stock Boss, so these are small cap stocks, okay? So smaller companies, cheaper stocks. All right, so a buy signal was here, all right, at what I said, 182 or so, trading at 246. Good trade here, and again, that's basic materials, okay? The next one, NAK, buy signal here, and we got a decent markdown phase here. All right, so markdown phase, mark up. Again, on the 60-minute time frame. All right, so here is your V, mark down, mark up, buy signal here. We're moving up nicely here. Our first target on this one here. I'm glad we moved these to the 60-minute, okay? These small cap stocks don't move long like large cap stocks, okay? Especially right now. So NAK buy signal here was at 104, holding at 111 right now, okay? The next one, NGD, same thing here. So bring in your lines. Okay, mark down. Mark up. All right, buy signal here, holding. We have resistance here. We need to break through that resistance, okay? Oh, come on. All right, resistance is right here. We just need to break through that resistance here. Buy signal here. And all righty. All right, last one here in Stock Boss. Okay, good trade going here. YAMY. It pulled back today, guys, but it's still holding. And this one's been doing really well. I think it was up 10%, 8%, 8 or 9% day before yesterday, 10% yesterday. All right, we have a buy signal here, and we are looking for a bigger move on this. I'm just glad it held today. So buy signal was here on a break of this resistance. All right, look at that. Beautiful green candles, yellow support and resistance. Made a white candle today, but followed up by a green candle here. That's really promising here, and it held support. All right, it's on the 60-minute time frame and held support nicely here. All right, on the daily time frame, let's see what we've got on the daily time frame here. Let's bring the weekly, monthly. Look at the monthly here. All right, so monthly, guys, we are right here. Okay, so we're right here. Here's the monthly time frame. We have a big resistance here on the monthly. All right, look how far it came. It came from a low of 27 cents, guys. Okay, a buy signal on the monthly was at $1.12, trading at 3.20 now. But look here, resistance, a big resistance at 4.15. If it breaks through that resistance here, that's what we're watching. If it breaks through that resistance, right, we could see it really, really move higher, okay? And that is basic material. That's a gold stock, okay? All right, so very encouraging that it's holding right here, okay? All righty. Bull master trades on the daily time frame. So these are large caps, okay? So remember, large caps in bull master, small caps in stock boss. And usually, stock boss will follow the Russell, bull master, S&P, and NASDAQ. But right now, it doesn't matter, because we're focusing on the sector, just the sector. All right, so daily time frame in bull master. How are we doing on time? Okay. All right, so basic material. Notice that we are focusing only, guys, only on these gold stocks, okay, for right now. AEM, all right, buy signal was right here. Buy signal here, moving up nicely here. AEM in bull master. AU buy signal right here. On a break of resistance right here. Bit of a pullback, moving up nicely there. GFI buy signal here, moving up nicely there. So notice how these gold stocks, everything else is moving lower. These gold stocks are holding and moving higher. So there's always something. I would say there's always a bull market somewhere. All right. So GFI buy signal here, moving higher. KGC buy signal here, pull back, but holding, guys, moving higher there. So even with the pullback in gold today, which I think gold was down only $33, I believe, but they're still holding firm. Okay. NEM, all right, buy signal here, red candles got back in and moving up nicely there. All right, broke out, gapped up, looks good. So until that trade is over, we'll stay with basic materials, okay? All right. NEM and RGLD. And we'll look for more basic material trades this evening. And we'll wait for Monster Scalper. I didn't see much come over as far as alerts today. So we'll look at equities and then we'll be done. All right. RGLD buy signal here. Nice break. Okay. Nice break here. Moving nicely there. Okay. No new support and resistance line. So we're going to assume price will continue. Okay. Not slowing down yet. And HPM. All right. Buy signal here. Reaccumulation. So we got new buyers coming in to push the price higher here. When we're in the markup phase, guys, maximum, look for maximum three trades. Okay, once you get 3 trades, you get extended. So we have our first trade here, bought here, sold here. So our second trade, okay? So the first trade, that's going to be your best opportunity. Second trade, right? That's a good opportunity. But then that third trade, we want to be careful with those, okay? So we're on the second trade here, so we should be fine. So on the daily time frame here. All right, so basic materials stocks. All right, we've got about 10 minutes. So let's go through Stock Boss, Bullmaster. Let's look for some more opportunities in basic materials, okay? All right, Stock Boss, we ran it. Let's run it again. We're going to run through 22,000 stocks, 22,000 stocks. We got 27 here. Let's see. All right, ASM, that's gone already, ASM. UAMY, we're in this already. TMC, in Stock Boss, that's gone. Buy signal here, beautiful trade here. That's gone already. NGD, we're in that already. Buy signal here, holding, guys. Look here. This might be a good opportunity here if you're trading Stock Boss, okay? So buy signal here on the 60-minute time frame. This is looking to break out. All right, next basic material. CRML, we're in that one already. Buy signal here, moving up nicely. Again, we have a high here, resistance here. All right, buy signal here, okay? All right, hopefully we get a good break. All right, look at that. I didn't see that there. So we have a good risk reward, guys. Buy signal, look at this trade. Buy signal, we called it at 180, 181. All right, if it breaks through that resistance right here, we're trading at, buy signal was 181, trading at 249. Right, look at that. Good markdown phase here. Nice accumulation down here. We're breaking out. Resistance is here and here. You guys can see that here. And look at the upside, right? We have no resistance until previous support here at 714. And then over here at $9. Good trade here. Good trade. CRML. And we're in nicely already. And then NB. All right, are we in that one? NB. All right, let's take a look here. NB buy signal here, 236, trading at 283. We're not in this one here, guys, but I don't like this. Let's see here. So we have support. So if you got in here, you're good. But to call it here, look at what the price action is doing here. Price keeps coming lower. We don't have any red candles, but it keeps coming lower here. So we're making lower, look here. We're making lower highs, lower lows here. See here? Each candle here coming and making lower lows. So it's coming down, all right? So we'll leave that alone. The next one here, NAK. All right, buy signal here. We're in this one. That's moving up nicely there, NAK. And then the last one for Stock Boss, IAG. All right, IAG, I believe we missed this one here. And this is a good trade here. Risk reward is not as good though. So the buy signal came in at $6.57. Trading at 783. Again, not a great risk reward. I want to take a look at the monthly just to see the potential here. All right, so we are breaking. Not a bad risk reward. Fell from 22, trading at 783. Not a bad risk reward. In Stock Boss though, guys, we want these stocks to be a bit cheaper. Okay, so $1, $2, All right, this one here is $6, 6.50. That's high for stock bust for what we want to do there. Okay. All right, Bull Master. Let's see here. Looks like we have a few here in Bull Master. So 34 in Bull Master, not a lot, but good enough. Let's see here. AEM in Bull Master, we're in that already there. AEM. KGC, we're in that already. Buy signal here, moving up nicely. AU, we're in that one here, moving up nicely here. WPM, we're in that one. Buy signal here, moving higher here. Harmony Gold, HMY. HMY. I thought we were in Harmony Gold. HMY. I thought we were in this one. All right, buy signal here at 12. I'm almost certain we were in this. I might have deleted it by mistake. HMY, buy signal at 12.61, 17.55. If you got in it, good job there. HMY. RGLD, we're in that one. Buy signal here, moving up nicely. Let's see if we can find another one here. NEM, we're in that one. Buy signal here, moving up nicely. EGO. All right, EGO. We're not in that one. Buy signal here. Oh, this one left already. All right, gapped up, looks good. Buy signal was at 16, guys, 16.37. Trading at 19.80. Okay, good trade going there in Bull Master, and that's it. The other sectors, guys, please be careful, right? So our Bull Master traders and our stock boss traders, be careful trading consumer staples, financials, healthcare. Just be careful, all right? They're trading very differently than gold. So just be careful with those sectors right there, okay? Let's see here. So we don't have any new trades in basic materials this evening, okay? Let's see here. Monster Scalper, let's take a quick look. We're going to go back again to the 60-minute time frame. Let's just see. Oh my goodness. The thing about this, you take your mind off these, you don't look at them, and then they take off on their own time frame. So we still have to keep looking. All right, we'll just look for longs. All right, keep an eye on pound dollar on the 60-minute. Previous trade, guys, did really well. So pound dollar, and we know the pound pairs are moving higher, okay? So pound dollar on the 60-minute, great trade here. All right, and we're looking to break through that resistance. Look here. Good price action on pound dollar. So I would make a note of that. So our monster scalper traders there. All right, look here, good price action. We break through that resistance right here. We can get a buy signal, okay? And the previous trade did well, and we have buyers on the daily time frame, okay? So buy signal, buyers on the daily, good setup here on the 60-minute time frame there, okay? Pound dollar. Same thing here with pound HKD. Okay, so just make a note. GBP, USD, 60-minute to watch for a break, for a buy signal from your system. So watch that. All right, and then GBP, USD, and then GBP, HKD. GBP, HKD. 60-minute to watch in your system for a buy signal. Setting up nicely there. Previous trade on GBP HKD also did well here. All right. Markets are opening there. All right. And Aussie dollar. So the inverse dollar pairs are looking to make a move here. Okay. So Aussie dollar, AUD, USD. Long 60-minute, we'll call that one. Okay. All right. So buy signal here. We're looking to break through that resistance. All right. This trade here failed, but this one was really good. And we got good resistance here. And we're just holding. Right? If it fails, it will fail somewhere in here. Okay. But it's holding right here nicely there, right at that resistance to break through. And we have buyers on the daily time frame looking to break through that resistance there. Okay. All right. So pound. So the inverse. So pound dollar, Aussie dollar. Pound dollar, Aussie dollar there. All right. Pound dollar, Aussie dollar. Aussie CAD, you can wait. New Zealand dollar, we're going to add New Zealand dollar. Previous trade did really well. Buy signal here. We're moving higher here. So NZD. So the inverse dollar pairs, okay? USD 60. So you guys have a few here. All right. So wait on pound dollar and pound HKD. That's your Hong Kong dollar. And then long 60-minute Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar. And quickly on the 240, let's see. 240 Aussie dollar. So let's call that Aussie dollar. Good mark down, mark up. Aussie dollar, buyers here on the daily. So Aussie dollar on the 240 also. So 60 and 240. AUD, USD 240 long. All right, buy signal here, and we're looking to break to the upside here. All right, resistance is right here. Aussie Swiss, nothing here. Aussie CAD. And then New Zealand dollar, all right, buy signal here. Let's see here. That's gone too far. Let's see here. Yeah, that's daily is here. Let's take a look at the weekly. Monthly. Let's take a look at the monthly. Monthly here. Weekly. All right, green candle here on the weekly. We'll call that. All right, so green candle here this week. We'll call it. It's gone a little bit, so I wouldn't go too heavy. NZD, USD. So the inverse dollar pairs are definitely making a move. So that means the dollar could continue to move lower there. Okay. NZD, USD. See what we're doing here? All right, nothing here. New Zealand CAD, New Zealand Swiss. Red candles here, so we'll leave that alone. Okay. All right, guys. So we have a few positions here. All right, in Monster Scalper. So Aussie, the inverse. So Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar on the 60, and Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar on the 240. Okay, see how that works? No new trades in gold this evening. We'll just continue to hold what we have. Okay, and I will see everyone tomorrow with our live trading. We'll go from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, look to see you guys then. Take care. Have a good evening. Be careful out there trading. Okay, be careful, guys. Take care. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.